Hi y'all. Let's see. Back to hello everyone. Come on in the room. We about to get it popping. Okay. Okay. We are about to get started. Okay. All right, there we go. Hey. Okay. Hey. Hello and hello and hello. Hey everybody. Hi, how's it going? All right. I am here at the start on time. It's just gonna be me tonight. Thank you. This top is like so old. But y'all just gonna have to struggle to pay attention anyway. Y'all. Okay, so tonight's episode was originally supposed to be like recorded with Dez. However, we got the times mixed up or whatever, but it's cool though. It's cool. I'm just gonna be here talking to y'all. I've done this before. This ain't the first time. This ain't my first rodeo. Okay. Thank you, Mo. Thank you, Boo. All right, y'all. So hello and welcome to Sex, Lies, Relationships, the podcast. Oh, okay. Sorry, y'all. I went for a second because it looked like it was something on the screen, but we're good to go. So hello and welcome to Sex, Lies, Relationships, the podcast, season 2, episode 3. Tonight's episode is going to be, what do you really want? Ooh, a lot of people, like, they can hear me ask that question and still at the same time be like, oh yeah, I want A, I want B, I want C, blah, 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 blah. And then it's just like, but it kind of changes like in the context, like depending on who you're talking to. Like, because you can tell your boys, like a guy, if I'm a guy, I can tell my boys, oh yeah, I want this. And then like you meet a chick in a chat room, or I don't even know if chat rooms are still existing, but like you meet a chick on an app or something like that, or in person, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh yeah, I want this, and this. And it's just like, so what is it that you really want? That's what my question is to everybody tonight. So y'all can go ahead and start writing what it is that you want. And this is just in context of relationships. This ain't about in the whole hemisphere of life. Just in context to relationships, right? So I want you guys to go ahead and start responding to what it is that you want, what it is that you say you like, or are you even verbal about what it is that you want? Like when you're talking to people, or are you like afraid to like run somebody off by something that you might say? So yeah, y'all go ahead and start putting those answers into the what's it called? Into the chat right now, because we're gonna have a good time, but we're gonna talk about what it is that we really want. So if y'all want, hey Nana, my mama just came into the chat room, y'all. Tell her hi. Yeah, so we're gonna just start talking about what it is that we really want, like in context of a relationship. Good luck, Robert. I don't know what to tell you. We rare out here. We are rare out here. Oh my gosh. Y'all silly. Yeah, but no, like what is it that y'all like really really want in like I said, like in context of a relationship? Put it in the chat. The only way you gonna find it is by saying what you really do want. So Mo says, I do want healthy partnership, but I'm cautious when I share because I don't want the same things with men I date. Oh, yes. So Monet and I have actually had that conversation before, because anytime you say, so say we do go out on a Bumble date or something like that, and if you, like you're meeting somebody for the first time, and you're like, oh yeah, Eric, by the way, this is what I want. I want security. I want a house. I want 3 kids. I want to work my job for 40 years and then retire after that and blah, 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 right? But that doesn't mean that you necessarily want it with that person. And that's what Monet is referring to right now, is like people assuming that just because you say you want something that you automatically want it with them. And it's like, bruh, I don't even know you like that. Or I don't even know you period yet. So it's just like, calm down. I'm just saying what my goals are. These don't have to be the same goals for you. But if we don't have this conversation out loud, then we just start feeling some type of, yeah, right, I want marriage, but the with you can be silent. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, y'all, this is the thing. It's just like, you have to start saying what it is that you want to figure out if the person that's sitting across from you is your person or not. If y'all want the whole first part of the alphabet and they want the whole second part of the alphabet, guess what? It's not your person. It's not your person. I do believe in, I don't like calling the person the one or anything like that, but I just like calling them your person. And like you're not going to figure these things out about somebody being for you until you're having these open conversations with the person and saying, yeah, this is what I want, this is what I want, this is what I want. And they're like, oh, I actually want the opposite of those things. And you're like, even mid-dinner, if the date started at 8 o'clock and we get all of this out by 8:15, then at least we know that we're not hanging out after dinner. You know what I'm saying? Like, but what's the point of going through an entire date with somebody and just still being like so surface still? Like, I mean, I understand like that you should leave like some mystery and whatnot, but you also need to be ready for what you want. Very true. Very true. Lately, I've seen too many say they want XYZ and you're not ready for that. Exactly. But I feel like the first step in this is like actually getting those, putting those words like out there into the universe, saying, hey Maya, saying, I want these things. This is where I'm at right now. This is where I plan to be. This is what I'm working towards, sort of thing like that. Because if these, like I said, like if mine over here don't line up with his over here, he's not my person. Like I told y'all, like I've told y'all like recently, and like I think it was last week's conversation, like I've dated, met some really, really cool people. And I think that they're good guys. They're just not the right guy for me. And with that, I'm still like in the process of figuring out like every single thing that I really, really want. Like, and it's not just a want, it's like about what's going to make you happy. And what's like, if you had to give up something for the entire rest of your life, right? Where would you find contentment? Like, what would be the one thing that makes you happy? That's kind of like asking that question about being stranded on like a desert island and like what 3 things would you take with you? It's similar to that question. It's just like, if you had to live the whole rest of your life without these 3 things, let's say in your person, what would they be? And so I feel like those are the types of things that are most important. Hey, Ron. I feel like those are the things that are most important in finding what you really, really want in somebody, right? Let's go back to being toxic. Y'all are so funny. Wait, I must have missed a comment. Let's see. How do you prepare for a casual relationship? You asking me, girl? Oh, yeah, I know I'm the master of that. Well, people that know me know that I'm the master of that. That's a great question. It's a very great question. I feel like it's, like I said, it's more so just about talking about it, like putting it out there from the very beginning, saying, this is what I'm with, this is what I'm not with, this is what I'll tolerate, this is what I will not tolerate, and figuring out if y'all are oil and water or not. Because if it doesn't mix, like, then this is like you're meeting a stranger on a dating app. However, some people you can just mix with, like, automatically, and then other people, it's just like, yeah, we wouldn't even be friends in real life. Like, yeah, I don't know this person at all. However, some people, you know, you just mix with and click instantly. And then, like, the more time that you spend with them, you figure out, oh, yeah, this ain't it. They're a cool person, which is many of the stages that I've been in recently, like COVID dating and all of that stuff, and app dating and whatnot. But you're finding out these things about these people, but you don't know these things from the very beginning. So I'm not gonna go, and most guys don't read the dating profiles anyway. Just FYI, ladies, I've heard that so many times, and now I'm starting to believe that it's true. Okay, they just want to see the pictures. If they like the pictures, then they go swipe right? Rhonda said, don't expect anything at all, ever. Oh, man. Exactly. Yeah, like Robert says right here, people do what they want. Exactly. But if what you want to do isn't what I want to do, guess what? It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Like, it's just, I don't know. I feel like a lot of times people just don't do the simple math before they try to jump into these situations with people. Oh, I've been single for so long. And then you meet somebody, you finally try a dating app, or you finally go out to the bar or something like that, and you meet somebody and you're just like, oh, this is it. This the one. All practice is up. It's game time, y'all. No. Y'all are rushing, like, way too fast into, I mean, it's like, I understand that you can, like, want a relationship, or you want somebody to be there for you. You want a partnership. You want some camaraderie and things like that. However, and it's not, like I said, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. However, slow your roll and pay attention to what this person is bringing to the table, or who this person actually is, who they are showing you they are, and can't be disappointed if you keep the expectations low. Nowhere to go but up. Oh, Lord Jesus. It's keeping me as a groupie like that. Like, I wanted to wine and dine you, and you just keeping me as a groupie like that. Y'all are funny. Y'all are getting into it already. It's so funny. So, like I said, like, just pay attention to the people that you are meeting. Don't get, I mean, like, yeah, it's great to be excited about, you know, like, meeting somebody new, but my sister and I, like, we have conversations. It would be like, oh, yeah, I met a new guy, and she'd be like, oh, yeah, what happened to the guy? I'd be like, never mind. And then, like, my conversations with Monet, like, a lot of times, like, she and I probably talk, like, every 2 weeks or so, try to, you know, like, keep it entertaining and everything like that, because we always have great conversations. However, when we talk about dating and things like that, I'll mention somebody and I'll be like, oh, I never even told you about him, did I? She's like, no. I was like, it don't matter now, you know. It doesn't even exist anymore. But so, I mean, these conversations that you guys are having with people, like, whether it's you know, like on the internet or, you know, like on apps and in person even, like since everybody's like starting to get back outside now, like just pay attention to who the person is showing you they are, and pay attention to, because like I said, it's okay to get excited about meeting somebody, but just slow your roll. Like don't show your whole hand. Just, I mean, be upfront and honest with somebody, but at the same time, like don't try to push your expectations for what you want onto somebody else. Like if you meet somebody and they're like, oh yeah, we like the way each other looks, right? And we're just all of a sudden, so now we're kicking it like all the time, and we've now become intimate or whatever it is, and then you're just getting into this thing. You're like, oh yeah, I like the way this person looks, and they do me right? And then all of a sudden you're just like in this relationship with this person, or you're kicking it with this person, and you guys don't want the same things, like at all, but you're so excited because you met somebody and now you're going out with this person, but you are wasting your time. Which, it's okay to go out with people. Like if that's what you want to do, then go out with people. But if that's the situation, you don't go out with just that person. Y'all have heard me say this before. Date around. You're single. I feel like you're single till you're married. If y'all disagree, then that's what it is. But I mean, if that's what your goal is, should I say. But if your goal isn't to, you know, like get married right away, or anything like that, or even be married at all, which y'all know I'm kind of like in that space right now of like, I don't know, we gonna see, we finna see, basically, right? I mean, but it's either way, it's gonna, you know, take somebody a great deal of work and a certain level of like, for somebody to just be, you know, like completely real. Somebody to be completely real. Let's see what you say. So men, ooh, that's a great question. So men know what they want. That's a great question. That is a great question. Say it's hard to keep expectations low and be excited. Not sure. Well, even keeping expectations low, it keeps the positivity up. Y'all, that's what they've said before. You know, they say if you don't expect nothing, then you can't be disappointed, right? That's what they say. That's what they say. They say if you keep your expectations low, then you won't be disappointed by who people turn out to be, or who people are even, you know, like showing you who they are from the very beginning. Because like I said, you can like somebody on Instagram, you can, you know, DM back and forth with this person that lives in a complete other space, and then you guys like actually get to having a conversation. Y'all can be Instagram and Facebook friends for years, right? And always have little crushes on each other, right? But then you start having a conversation with this person when in your head you already like done kicked it with this person and all kind of stuff like that. Y'all send pictures back and forth, you video chat a little bit or something like that, or just stalk each other's social media, whatever it is. And now you are in your head infatuated with this person, and then one day you guys have a conversation or you link up or something like that, and it's just like, oh yeah, this person's really cute in person. And then you get into the conversation and whatnot, and you just like, yeah, this ain't it. And so now you feel like you've wasted your time, like being in this conversation. I mean, like being in this fantasy, fanatical, like relationship with this person in your head, and then your expectations just go from like here, because they was like, oh yeah, they so cute, he's so whatever, right? And then they go like, because his conversation ain't good, or I don't know, let me see, like, see, his conversation is whack, or he's dumb, or y'all see, I'm not even basing this on like physical stuff, right? Or this person has a very closed mind, or they're not ambitious, or they're too ambitious, or something like that. And it's just like, oh man. What says the part? Oh, don't be excited. That's the direct opposite of disappointed in a relationship. At this point, there is no bar. Raise your hand if you can say years later after getting over a crush, you can say, I'm so glad I didn't end up kissing that person. I can say it. I'm so glad, like, because I am a communicator now. Like, I used to like not be a communicator in relationships, like, at all. Like, I just used to, like, expect the dude to figure out what he did wrong and all kinds of stuff like that. But now I don't bite my tongue for nothing. If I feel something, I'm gonna say it. So you don't ever have to worry about, oh, she must be mad about this, or she must be mad about that. Nope, I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna communicate. You just gotta pay attention. I mean, I'll tell you, but I ain't gonna keep repeating myself, right? I'm not gonna keep repeating myself. Let's see. Or don't have goals at all. Nah, I did that. Okay, you're going too far. There needs to be a bar. Y'all are really like just in y'all's own conversation right now, which I do not mind. Y'all enjoy tear up the comments right now. But yeah, I mean, let's see, like, let me get to this next little question. I'm still waiting for y'all to put into the comments what it is that y'all want. I'm telling you, y'all have to put it out there into the universe, into the conversations, into the group chat right now, to see, even if somebody, I think most of the people that are in my conversations are single. So maybe, just throw it out there. If somebody's with it, maybe they'll hit you up later. If your DMs are open, let them know, I'm just saying. I'm just here to get y'all to communicate better. And I definitely appreciate all of the conversation, like even going on in the chat, chat right now. But like I said, you guys go ahead and put into the chat what it is that y'all want. And don't KJ asked you the question. Which question? Y'all, which question did I ask? What do y'all want? Yeah, that's what I want to know. Actually, yeah, Robert, Romeo, y'all, come on. Pierre, if you still in here, tell the people what you want. Put it out there. What is it that you want? Like I said, like they say, closed mouths don't get fed. So, if somebody is with it, then they with it, and if they not, then they're not your person either way. So it's like it's kind of like one of those things where it's just like, I don't know what you're hiding from or what you are like shielding yourself from, really. Like if you put it out there and somebody bites, congratulations. Person that can function daily on their own. Okay. Jen says a real man, not a kid. Okay. You ain't said what you want in your account private. Okay, so from my perspective right now, I'll wait until after the male bashing is done. Romeo, you have to speak for the males, bro. You know why you here. My mom said I'm already here. Dobby, don't want to be a therapist, Dr. Mother. Okay. Corey, hello. Welcome to the room. Conversation is heated already. The real men so different for different people. Oh, I hate the term real men so different for different people. That's very true. That's true. It's all about perspective. So it's also about specifics though. Because I could say, oh yeah, I want a tall man. Universe would be like, oh, all right, I got you. Y'all got to be specific. I ain't even going to say what I was about to say, but y'all have to be specific when you're putting out there that you want, what it is that you want, who it is that you want, the type of outcome that you want, like in your lifestyle, right? Low key on the socials. Robert, you're not tall-ish, nowhere near it. Nope, nowhere near it. I know you remembered it, okay? We've known each other. We know each other. I know you. You're not. But yeah, no, that's like typically how my conversation goes, like with people, is just, like saying the specifics of what it is that you want. And it's, with me, it's typically not, I typically don't even say anything physical about a guy. Like, ladies, chicks, guys, whoever like knows me and like daily type conversation wise, it's really not even a physical thing that I talk about, like with guys, if there's something that I'm looking for, even though I'm not looking now. I am single, I'm very single, but I'm not looking. There's a difference, right? I'm doing me. I'm focused on my business and my podcast and my body and my health and mental and physical and everything, right? So I got a lot going on right now. I don't need a relationship or anybody else to take care of while I'm trying to take care of me. It's just nope. Mental stability, emotional maturity, then actually knowing what they want in life and all. Okay. That's the beginning of it. That's the beginning of it. Also, like, even if y'all aren't gonna, like, comment in these comments what it is that y'all really want, I want to encourage y'all to really possibly, like, if it's a note in your phone, if you write it on a little post-it somewhere, like, whatever it is, like, I want you guys to, like, actually write out what it is that you want. And when you are meeting people, pay attention to if this person is a red flag or not, right? If I said that I am not having kids and this person is absolutely consumed with having kids and things like that, no matter how much I like this person, no matter how cool we are, no matter how compatible we are, attracted to each other, anything like that, like, it's just still means that it's not my person, right? But this is the thing. This is actually one of the topics that I had written down for tonight, for tonight's discussion is, where is it? Oh, this part right here. Is describing the female's perspective of what we're told to want. Not even like just partially triggered. Let's see. What are y'all talking about now? Let's see here. Oh, okay. Y'all are just agreeing. Y'all are the peanut gallery right now. All right, y'all. So, yes, like I said, like, write down what it is that y'all really want so that when y'all encounter people that are, like, giving you a cool energy and whatnot, like, whatever it is, but pay attention, though. Like, if this person isn't anywhere near what it is that you really want, you just got to be like, thank you. It was cool. However, it's just not, it's not what it is. It's not what I want. Stop flexing. You can't ask somebody to have their shit together and you don't. Romeo, you know what? That's very true. That is very true. You can't ask somebody to have all of their stuff together and you don't. If you are looking for a relationship, right? If you're looking for a relationship, someone who is single, not in a bad relationship, trying to get out. Ma, you better tell them. And people in them bad relationships, they all got sad stories. We all got sad stories. Some of us just keep our sad stories in our single lives. We don't try to involve people in our mess while we're in relationships or whatever it may be, right? Mind your business, all that. Would say so, but it took time, a lot of self-reflection and breaking old dating patterns. Not a fool if you know what I mean. Y'all crazy. But yeah, so let's talk about what it is. Like, I have the women's perspective for tonight. And like I was saying, so a lot of times, like, women are told or raised, and not even, it doesn't even have to be like by your own parent, right? It's more so about what society, especially like in the United States and in the South and things like that, what society says that you should want as a woman, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and put some things out there that we, you know, like heard growing up and saw like on TV. Like I just want to like reference Cosby Show, like just in general, right? So on that show, you know, like it was great to see, you know, like this affluent black family and things like that, and the kids taken care of and all kinds of things like that. However, there were, like I said, like not even just from the Cosby Show, but just in general, like when we were growing up, a lot of things that were kind of, I guess you can say, like ingrained in us to like want for our lives, right? So y'all remember saying, like, parents and different TV shows and stuff like that saying that a woman should marry a doctor, right? Or a woman should basically be, and I mean, I still believe to a certain extent that a woman should be submissive to her husband, okay? Husband. Not boyfriend. Not baby daddy. Not dude that she met last week. Okay? Just putting it out there. But yeah, so like if this is your person, then sure, if you feel comfortable being led by this person, if you feel comfortable being submissive to this person, then absolutely be submissive to them. However, we're talking about these stereotypes that we were like brought up on, right? So like about marrying a doctor, a lawyer, or marrying somebody for money, just being with somebody through all of their stuff, regardless of if they're there for you, going above and beyond to do things like that a wife does for any dude. Y'all tell me when I'm lying. Tell me when I'm lying. Because a lot of guys, you know, like expect the woman to be doing all these wifely duties and whatnot. And I ain't even just talking about sex. I'm just talking about like things that wives do, you know? Cooking, cleaning, laundry, blah, 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 blah. Taking care of this, taking care of that, dressing up, getting sexy, doing all of these things, right? But you barely giving boyfriend energy. But you want wifely, what's the word I want? You want wifely rewards for barely boyfriend energy. BBE, okay? We did have Cosby Show, but I'm grateful for living single that showed different paths for black women. Okay, living single or marrying a trust fund baby with a PhD, love photography and works in investments, cost. Robert, shut up. Yeah. Mana said she loves living single. Yeah, I mean, and a lot of times, you know what, Monet, like I didn't even, you know, really think about like how when living single came along, that it did show, you know, like alternative paths, like for women that were just out here trying to date and out here trying to, you know, and that weren't married off immediately after school and everything like that, and didn't go to college just to get a boyfriend or just to get a husband and all of that, you know? We're trying to get oh my goodness. Yeah, no, y'all, I don't know. It's so, like, Romeo and I talked about last week in our show relationship, #relationship goals. We, as men and women, were raised differently, even though we watched the same shows on TV. So, like, a woman could see, what's it called? Cosby Show, and see, oh, I'm supposed to go to school. I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to be a lawyer after this. And it's just like, how? Okay, but what's the steps, though? I mean, I'm trying to write it down. I'm trying to pay attention, but what's the steps, though, right? To get to be a Claire Huxtable, right? And raise all these children and have a satisfied husband and be involved in this and be involved in that and not be never be tired. Never be tired after she's working full time and she's a high powered attorney and all kinds of things like that. And it's just like, y'all skip some steps, because I missed something. Because Lord knows Denise, when she went to college, was not on that same path. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And I feel like, like, once they started, showing all of those different alternatives, is when people were more so, like, starting to wake up and pay attention and realize that not everybody is going to become a high-powered attorney and have children and marry a doctor and things like that. It had to, like, kind of, like, open up your mind and show, oh, this is not a fairy tale. Or if that's her version of fairy tale, right? And so, like, guys can watch the same show. They can watch Cosby Show, right? And so now they are seeing Cliff as this very successful doctor with a super powerful wife and great children that's always clean and good at sports. And Theo wasn't that smart in school, but it's okay because he made it eventually, right? So, you're seeing all of, excuse me, you're seeing all of these things. So the vision for men versus what it was for women, even on the same TV show, was just like, oh, Cliff has all of these things, right? But Claire does all of these things, if that makes sense to y'all. Y'all follow what I'm saying? Or am I just rambling right now? I'm not rambling, because I understand, like, where I'm going, but I don't really know if y'all are paying attention to, like I said, like, Claire doing all of the things, but Cliff having all of the things, right? It's like men and women, we're raised different to want different things. And a lot of times I'm not even going to say that it's just perceived that women are expected to sacrifice so much to get a man, right? Right? I know. Yeah, it's because it's not even really that perception, because it's reality. Okay? Women are expected to sacrifice so much of their own personal happiness and their own goals and their own futures and everything like that in order to in order to achieve, to receive a blessing of a good man, right? But men receive a woman. They don't achieve a woman. Y'all feel me? Y'all get where I'm going? Maybe not. Let's see. Goes to our host. You funny. Thinks describes me in some ways. Cliff never had to prove his worth in the Cosby Show, if I recall. Yeah. He never had to. Cliff, Claire was always there, fixing his mistakes, fixing his hiccups and things like that, all along, raising the kids all along, as a high-powered attorney. And fix it. She fixed everything. She was Superwoman, right? And Cliff was, while he was the namesake for the show, The Cosby Show, I mean, it's just like, I understand, you know, like how strong and everything they were trying to portray women to be. And we are strong. We are very, very strong. However, so like, even, you know, like as a little kid growing up, like watching this stuff, this among other shows, it always portrayed super strong woman, super strong woman, super strong woman, super strong wife, super strong mom, like no rest for the weary at all, right? But it's like, we get tired too. We're humans, right? I was telling somebody the other day, like, because they're, you know, like, we're just saying, like, how tough I am. I'm like, I don't want to be tough 24/7. I don't. I would like to be, not weak, but I would like to be able to let my guard down sometimes. I don't want to have to be a super tough thug 24/7. I posted a status about it the other day. Like, I'm not trying to thug 24/7. You know, I'm a thug. I'm a gangster. I am. I don't cry like I used to, but I be tired. I want to, like I said, I want to let my guard down sometimes, but I can't because people want to act ignorant. So, you know how that go. A woman can be and do anything she puts her mind to. I know, Nana. I'm just talking about, like, you know, I mean, and you know, that's where I'm heading right now anyway. Be and do anything. I mean, we would see Claire being boss woman, boss mom, and Cliff sat on couch and gave out sage advice. Yes. Men have that struggle as well. We are taught from birth not to feel any emotion, really. It's wrong. I understand. I have had, you know, like, because I'm a communicator now and everything. I've had these conversations with my guy friends, like, that, you know, are saying, you know, they don't want to be super tough 24/7 either. That's why I feel like a lot of times people are settling for somebody that they have to feel like they are on guard 24/7. You should not have to come home from work, sit down on your couch next to your mate, and still feel like you have the whole weight of the world on your shoulders, or that you can't take off your cape when you get home. If this is your person, you should absolutely feel comfortable capeless in front of this person. And when you take off your cape, it doesn't mean that they have to take off theirs as well. If it doesn't, they don't have to, right? But they have the option to. If they feel this sort of comfortability, like comfort, you know, like with you, you're their person, they're your person, y'all are people. This is beautiful, right? Right? But I mean, I just feel like it's possible, but a lot of times, like I said, people just settle, and because they aren't putting out there what they actually want. They aren't saying what they want. They aren't genuinely, if they say that they're single and looking, right? But what are you looking for? Like, don't get so excited when you find 1 out of 4 things that you need in your life, right? You still got 4 more places to fill, right? And if these are your 5 necessities for what you need in your person, and you get excited over one thing, and then you just be like, oh, the other ones aren't that important. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. If these are your necessities, I'm not talking, like I said, I'm not talking about physical. I'm not talking about none of that. If this person supports you, your emotional stability, if they keep you mentally, you know, like intact and everything like that, if you feel protected, like when you're with this person, if you feel like your heart is happy when you're with this person, those are things that you don't settle for. You don't settle for those type of things. If those are like your necessities, like I said, y'all write this stuff down. Like, write down what it is that you want. what it is that you really, really feel like you need. Like, what things could you not live without if you had to be with this one person for the entire rest of your life? If y'all are stuck on a desert island or whatever, what are the things that you could not be without with this person, right? And I'm not talking about anybody in particular. Write down what it is that you really need. Not just, like I said, like, not, if you feel like you need somebody that's 6'8" and swole, and that's your necessities, because you want them to build you stuff, make sure that they can at least build stuff, right? We don't need no a fake Bob the Builder acting like because he's swole, right? So he can build stuff. No. Ask that man if he can build something. Take him on a Lego date. Take him to a Lego playland. You're going to find out real quick. If not, I don't know what to tell you. Let's see. Relationships really became role-based and not people-based. Based on what society says relationships should be. Exactly. That's why I said this show ties right into the show from last week, #relationship goals. Because people are seeing things and being like, oh yeah, I'm good with that then. You don't even eat chicken. Why are you saying you can settle for chicken? You're vegan. These things don't make sense, right? Like, as much sense as it doesn't make for somebody that's vegan to be eating eggs, chicken, whatever. Like, it doesn't, like, something, you gotta, like I said, y'all gotta step back and, like, pay attention to what's really, important, right? Raphia, let's see, feel any emotion early. Yeah. Based on what society says relationships should be. I laugh at fake alpha men that look alpha, but they're not even a beta. Oh yeah, you're right. You're so right, Robert. Like, yeah, and that's the thing is, like, a lot of people, you know, like I said, you meet people on social media or you meet people on dating apps or in real life now, since people are getting back outside, hopefully clean and whatnot, that are putting out this facade. And we have another show coming up about that one too. It's called Introducing. I gotta figure out who's gonna do that show with me though. But yeah, so they're putting out this facade like, oh yeah, I'm this person, I'm that, this is what I bring to the table, this is what I offer, blah 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 blah. No, you don't. No, you don't, because I know you in real life and you don't. You don't. That's you're really not that. You ain't like that. Right? Exactly. So, I mean, you just gotta pay attention to people. And I feel like a lot of times, like, people don't date enough. I'm trying to remember who I was having this conversation with, but yeah, it's just about, you know, like I said, like, if you have these 5 necessities that you want in somebody, don't get excited because you get 3. If these are necessities, that means you need them. Need them. Like, and if it's not a necessity, then by all means, go get your C average. Go get a passing grade if that's what you want. But if that's not what you want, if you want to accept it on paper, then if you know you've done all your work and you're just going to let your partner come to the table with whatever is on that paper and y'all going to end up with a C average relationship, be happy with it. If you settle for it, so you either settle or you don't. That's all. That's what it is. Like, let's see. Anyone bragging about what they bring to the table usually doesn't actually bring. I brought cups to the cookout, so I got ice. Y'all got ice? Y'all? Okay, yeah, I brought some cups. Well, you gonna chew on them little Dixie cups then, because I ain't feeding you. How you gonna come to a cookout with no food? Did I invite you to dinner? And you ain't gonna bring nothing? Not in the South. That ain't how we play. But yeah, so let's see what this next CCC. Describe what you're learning. Oh yeah, yep. That's what it was. Is another part that I put on the talking points for tonight. But so like I said, describing what you really want, cups and water, yeah, the actions will speak for themselves. Exactly. Y'all, describing, like I said, writing it down, saying it out loud, putting it into the universe, like what it is that you really want in reality, but also knowing that it does exist, right? Don't just, it's not, you know, like when you were a kid and they asked you on the first day of school what you want to be when you grow up. And you said a dinosaur. Okay. This ain't the first day of school no more. Y'all have lived life. Y'all are adults. Y'all know what you don't want. You know what you do. I mean, well, I think everybody, you know, like hopefully people that are in relationships and not in relationships are really actually knowing what it is that speaks to them. You know, like what is important to their heart and what they can be satisfied with forever, right? Regardless of whether or not the relationship lasts forever. If this person is your person for the time being and they are giving you everything that you need, everything that you want, you're doing the same thing for them, okay, great. That's not to say that it's going to last forever though, right? Because people sometimes grow apart. So then a lot of times like your what you feel, what you felt like was a necessity is no longer a necessity. Now you realize that it's this thing, right? Or that's when we get like into the love languages and everything like that, and whether this person is giving you your love language or not, right? So I feel there's so much, let's see, I wanted to work for NASA, but I hated math. Y'all, there's so much that like ties into this conversation. We'll probably actually have another follow-up show for this one at some point, because we need to discuss, like I said, like the introducing, like who people are presenting themselves to be, right? And then also we need to discuss the love languages again this season. So there's so much that like ties into, you know, relationships. And that's, you know, what this podcast is all about, is really just getting people to communicate better about what it is that they want, what they actually need, and like not settling and being upfront and honest with like not only yourself, but other people that you're like involved with or that you're interested in being involved with. Like just be upfront and honest. Just be real. That's about, let's see what we've got here. Robert said he wanted to work for NASA, but he hated math. It says, as long as it lasts, you got to know when to walk away. Oh, it lasts as long as it lasts. You got to know when to walk away. Exactly. Like I said, this a lot of times, and this is in friendships, relationships, everything. If the relationship is no longer serving you, if you're miserable in this place, then guess what? That's not where you're supposed to be. Life sucks, but it don't have to suck sometimes because of you putting yourself in a situation where you know you ain't supposed to be, or you staying in a situation where you're not supposed to be. So, what have we learned today? A lot, hopefully. Like I said, y'all go ahead and y'all can still DM me, tell me, text me, whatever it is, y'all's relationships and stuff like that, and write it down for yourself. Write it down on your little post-its, put a note in your phone, put it out there into the universe, like repeat it as a mantra every day, whatever it is. say what it is that you really want. Figure out what it is that you really want. Figure out what's going to make you happy, and just be happy. Do you feel like men get to have preferences for what they want? Hey girl. Everybody has the right to have their preferences. However, you have to realize that the other person has preferences too. And regardless of, like how well you guys might match up on paper, it don't necessarily equate to a good relationship, or it doesn't necessarily equate to you guys being right for each other. Just because it looked good on paper, there's also, the whole thing about like the vibe, the love languages, what this person appears to have versus what I'm not talking about, and I'm not talking about material things, what this person appears to have and what they genuinely have, right? And like I said, I'm not talking about material things. I'm talking about, like, is this person supportive? They appear to be supportive, but are they really? Like, when you get into the thick of it, like, you gotta figure out who people are, communicate with them, like, just do it all. I know guys get bashed a lot for their preferences. That's true. Women get bashed for preferences too. Probably not as much as guys publicly do. However, like I said, like it's up to individuals to be who they are and do what it is that they want to do. So if it makes you happy, then it can't be that bad, right? That's what they say in the song. Well, like women can say they prefer dark-skinned guys and no one cares, but men can't say stuff like that without it being seen as degrading women. Man, I don't know. I think it's more so, like I said, of course, like physical appearances is important. However, I feel like the most important thing, and y'all don't tell me that I'm lying because I'm not. If y'all know me, then you know me. I feel like the most important thing is being happy with the person. Like, if I meet a guy that's 2'4", I don't know. He's not my person. I'm just gonna tell y'all that now. He is not my person, because God wouldn't do me like that. God don't like ugly. But I mean, like, if he's cool people, we could be homies. We could be friends, but he's just not my person. Because, I mean, I might eventually, like, want somebody to pass me something off the top shelf. Yes, I'm tall, but sometimes I don't want to reach up there. If you can't get it for me, then you're not my person. That's what I'm saying. I'm wrong. Probably. It's okay. It's okay, though. But, yeah, I mean, y'all, thank you so much for tuning in tonight, chatting with me, keeping it popping in the commentary and everything like that. I so appreciate you guys being here and all of that jazz. Thank y'all for coming to Sex, Lies, Relationships, the podcast, season 2. This was episode number 3. What do you really want? Next Sunday's episode is a very special episode. I don't know which topic I'm doing yet. I don't know who I'm doing the show with yet or anything like that. But next Sunday is my birthday. Whew, it's taking a lot to get to this birthday though, y'all. So, plan for something special and all that jazz. I will see you guys next week on Sex, Lies, Relationships, the podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.